So now DynamoDB throughput. So let's look at how the throughput is calculated in both these modes. So the first one is the provision capacity mode. We know that this uses capacity units. So one capacity unit is equivalent to one request per second. So one read request or one write request per second is one capacity unit. So RCUs or read capacity units are calculated in blocks of 4 KBs, and the last block is always rounded up. One strongly consistent table read per second is 1 RCU. If you use eventual consistency, then 2 eventually consistent table reads are equal to 1 RCU. And if you use transactional consistency, then 1 transactional read requires 2 RCUs. Right, and we're going to calculate this. We are going to see some examples, so don't worry if this goes over your head right now. We are going to see some of the examples, and that will make it super clear. For WCUs, these are calculated in blocks of 1 KB, and last block is always rounded up. One table write is 1 WCU, and one transactional write uses 2 WCUs. Then in the on-demand mode, we use request units instead of capacity units, but they are same for calculation purposes. So capacity units and request units work in similar fashion for calculation purpose. So read request units or RRUs are also calculated in blocks of 4 KB, with last block being rounded up. One strongly consistent table read is 1 RRU. 2 eventually consistent reads are also 1 RRU, and 1 transactional read is 2 RRUs. Similarly, the write request units are also calculated in blocks of 1 KB, just like WCUs, with last block always rounded up. One table write consumes 1 WRU, while one transactional write request consumes 2 WRUs. Now, the provisioned capacity mode is typically used in the production environment, and you should use this when you have a predictable traffic to your DynamoDB table. And you can also use reserved capacity along with it if you have a steady and predictable traffic, and this is going to give you a lot of cost savings. But remember that this can result in throttling if your consumption shoots up, but there is a remedy to it as well. So you can use auto-scaling to reduce your throttling. And provision capacity mode often tends to be cost-effective as compared to on-demand capacity mode. The on-demand capacity mode is typically used in dev test environments or in small applications. Having said that, this doesn't mean that you cannot use on-demand mode for larger applications. You can definitely do that, and you should use on-demand mode when you have variable or unpredictable traffic. So it really works well when you have unpredictable traffic. On-demand mode can instantly accommodate up to 2x the previous peak on your table. So for example, if the maximum capacity that your table has consumed is about 100 capacity units, then on-demand capacity mode can instantly provide you with up to 200 capacity units. That's twice the previous maximum. But if you exceed that twice the previous maximum limit within 30 minutes, then there could be throttling. All right. So it's always recommended to space your traffic growth over the 30-minute period before driving more than 2x traffic to your on-demand capacity mode table. All right.